Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Oh, yeah, motherfuckers. Oh, yeah, I'm back. This is your main man, Mr. Can You Dig It? Baton Rouge Mayor. And I'm back with a couple hot ticks of these motherfucking politics. Hit that motherfucking subscribe button, nigga. Oh, look, America. Donald Trump is panicking. Right now, the Democrats have picked up 10 seats in Virginia. You know what that means, right? Donald Trump and his whole motherfucking administration finna get it. When the Democrats take over the House and the Senate this year, it's over with for the Trump administration. Trump, you and your whole motherfucking administration need to get ready. We're gonna put the handcuffs on you, Pam Bundy, Marco Rubio, Pete Hegseth, and the rest of you motherfuckers that's in the Republican Party in that administration. Donald Trump, I can't wait, you son of a bitch. You pepper wearing son of a bitch, I can't wait till they lock your motherfucking ass up. When you do take over the motherfucking Senate and the House, I'm gonna bring your pussy ass to the American stage, handcuff your dumb ass, kick your dumb ass dead in your motherfucking ass, and lock your motherfucking ass up. You and your whole motherfucking administration and every motherfucker.
Folks, we've got breaking news for you, and it's a big one. The Midas Touch Network can now project that the yes vote will win Virginia's redistricting referendum, handing Democrats a major victory with huge national implications. This constitutional amendment allows Democrats to immediately redraw congressional maps in Virginia ahead of the midterms, potentially shifting the state from a 6-5 Democrat-Republican congressional makeup to as many as a 10-1. 10 Democrats, 1 Republican. That's what's expected after the midterms as a result of this redistricting. That would be a net gain of 4 seats for Democrats that could help decide control of Congress. Zachary Danini from VoteHub explains the yes vote is on track to win by roughly 4 to 4.5 percentage points tonight, accounting for provisional and late arriving mail ballots, which are expected to modestly favor yes. The final margin is likely to increase by approximately 0.4 points after election night. So everybody remembers when Donald Trump started the plan of redistricting in Texas because Trump wanted to steal the midterms. Remember the headlines. White House pushes Texas to redistrict, hoping to blunt Democratic gains. A rare mid-decade redistricting push has unnerved some Texas Republicans who worry a drive to harm Democrats could end up endangering the GOP incumbents in 2026. That's exactly what happened. And as our editor-in-chief Ron Filipkowski writes, VA Virginia redistricting passes, which should add 4 Democratic seats. Trump started the mid-decade redistricting effort by pushing Texas to do this in June 2025, when many Republicans felt it could backfire on them. It has backfired, and it started with California Governor Gavin Newsom's Prop 50 standing up and doing the redistricting in California, which overwhelmingly passed in California to fight back and neutralize what was happening in Texas. And then we saw Democrats finally fight fire with fire, and they demonstrated when they do that, they can win. As Adam Carlson says, stick a fork in it. Virginia has voted to redraw its congressional district map through 2030, and Democrats will now likely flip 4 seats in November. Virginia 1, Virginia 2, Virginia 5, and Virginia 6, which each went +7, +5, +9, and +3 respectively for former Vice President Kamala Harris. Those seats now will almost certainly turn blue for their congressional districts, as Democrats are now significantly overperforming former Vice President Kamala Harris. As Adam Carlson also explains, to my eye, Democrats have definitively taken the lead in the mid-decade redistricting battle for this cycle. Democrats will likely gain 8 to 10 seats, while Republicans will likely only gain 4 to 8 seats. And it seems likely an awfully big risk for Florida to further redraw its maps, given the massive swings we're seeing in special elections, where Democrats are overperforming Kamala Harris in the range of 10 to 16, and in some cases, 20 to 25 points, depending on the special elections. You see, when you do some of this redistricting, you have to dilute some of your other districts that you may view as safe districts to try to push, if you were doing this in Florida, Republican voters into Democratic districts to try to make a district a Republican district. But in bringing down some of that Republican vote from safer red districts, you know, if it's a plus 12, plus 14 red district and you bring it down to a plus 8 to try to transfer some of those voters to a otherwise Democratic congressional district, Democrats may now win in both of those districts or all of those districts, because that's what we've been seeing in these special election. Now,
look, America, state regime media, which call itself Fox News, is panicking. They know the Democrats are going to take over in the midterms and they're going to impeach Donald Trump. Fuck Fox News. Fuck Laura Ingraham. Put the handcuffs on her ass. Lock.
So we've had very good negotiations today with Iran, getting a lot of the things that they should have given us a long time ago. We'll see how it works out, but they're very good. Moving along very nicely. They've destroyed a lot of additional targets today, and we will probably, I think we'll make a deal with them, pretty sure. Whether it's possible, we won't. But we've had regime change, if you look already, because the one regime was decimated, destroyed, they're all dead. The next regime is mostly dead. And the third regime, we're dealing with different people than anybody's dealt with before. It's a whole different group of people. So I would consider that regime change.
Look, America, the world's greatest and most famous untreated psychiatric patient, Donald Trump, is going to lose the midterm. They're going to impeach him. I can't wait. Put the handcuffs on that bitch. Lock his motherfucking ass up. Him and his old
Democrats are stealing Virginia. Compliments of Barack Hussein. Virginia is about to become uninhabitable, is what Laura Loomer says. And then Donald Trump was making post after post about his previous impeachments. And he's saying, my 2019 impeachment is going to be expunged because we uncovered that there was treason taking place. I'll show you some of these posts that he's been making over and over again. But let's recall what Donald Trump said recently during a press conference, that if Democrats win the midterms, he's going to get impeached. Here's what Donald Trump said at a recent press conference. Let's play it.
You got to win the midterms, because if we don't win the midterms, it's just going to be, they'll find a reason to impeach me. I'll get impeached.
And it wasn't only Donald Trump saying it. It was MAGA Mike Johnson, the soon-to-be former disgraced Speaker of the House. Here's what he said recently at a press conference, that if we lose the House majority, he says, the radical left will impeach Donald Trump. Here, play this clip.
Everything, as has been said here, everything is on the line in the midterms of 2026, and we have much more to do. But if we lose the House majority, the radical left, as you've already heard, is going to impeach President Trump. They're going to create absolute chaos. We cannot let that happen. And
more from MAGA Mike Johnson here, saying the same on state regime media, which calls itself Fox. Let's play this clip.
Until then, Speaker Johnson, you have a very, very, very narrow majority. Mm-hmm. At a scale of 1 to 10, how likely is it that the Republicans build on this very slim majority next year?
We're going to win the midterms. Absolutely. We're going to have a big victory, and I think we can expand that majority so we can keep going. We have to give President Trump 4 years and not 2. Imagine if the Democrats took over the House, they'd impeach him.
They're getting ready for the investigations. They're already ramping it up.
Exactly.
Speaker Johnson, thanks for coming in. Great to.
Then you had one of the Fox hosts, a guy by the name of Raymond Arroyo, when he was describing why Donald Trump was starting the mid-decade redistricting in Texas. He described it as a, quote, insurance policy to avoid being impeached. And of course, you know, Donald Trump has all of his sycophants say what he wants them to say on state regime media. This is what Trump said when he started in Texas to try to rig the elections, and now it backfired. Here is what Raymond Arroyo had to say. Let's play this clip.
Look, this is an insurance policy, I think, by the president to avoid what happened in his first term, which was needless investigations leading to impeachment efforts. So he's trying to keep that majority in the Republican corner. Look, I hate gerrymandering, I have to tell you, just as a matter of course. I don't like it. You disenfranchise voters. A district should be contiguous and compact. It shouldn't look like a snake's house, where it's just swirling all over. And I worry about many of these things. But the problem is the Democrats started the war, so you have to match them. Now everybody's getting into this battle. Maryland and Illinois and Florida, everybody's threatening to jump in. I don't like it, but it's where we are. And sadly, we're going to have red states and blue states exclusively. That's not good for America. And I'll tell you later why.
Oh, look, America, Donald Trump is a fucking dummy. The Ayatollah motherfuckers had just struck 3 motherfucking ships going through the Strait of Hormuz. I thought you said it was a ceasefire. Fuck all that. Put the handcuffs on his punk ass. Lock his motherfucker.
The new escalation in the Strait of Hormuz. Iran's Revolutionary Guard says it has seized 2 ships in that critical oil shipping route. And Iran state media saying a 3rd vessel is now, quote, disabled off the country's coast. All of this just hours after President Trump extended the ceasefire with Iran indefinitely. Let's go to CNN's Nick Robertson, who is in Islamabad, Pakistan, where those possible new talks between the U.S. and Iran are on hold. What do you know about these ships in Iran, that the one in particular that was seized in the Strait of Hormuz?
Yeah, I think there are several things happening here, all at the same time. The president said there's divisions inside the Iranian leadership. We are absolutely seeing that play out in real time. On the one hand, you have ongoing diplomacy here in Islamabad, the Iranian ambassador going in to meet the prime minister. And on the other hand, you have the IRGC claiming that it has taken control of a number of ships in the Strait of Hormuz, at least one ship reporting an IRGC vessel coming up, an IRGC gunboat coming alongside of it. No radio communications. The gunboat starts shooting up that container ship. It's severe damage to the bridge. We understand no one injured there. And another ship in the same sort of area in the Strait of Hormuz, not far from the Iranian coastline, also shot up. Again, that ship, the crew, not damaged. But the IRGC here, the military, if you will, the hardliners in Iran, are signaling what we're hearing from the politicians. And the politicians are saying in Iran that the US blockade on the Strait of Hormuz must be lifted. And President Trump was very clear last night when he, in his Truth Social post, extended the ceasefire. He also said, I'm not lifting the blockade on the Strait of Hormuz.
Oh, look, America. Trump is the most stupidest motherfucker president ever lived. Okay, yesterday, Donald Trump did an interview at the White House trying to quote the Bible. Check it out. Trump struggled to read Bible verses, slurred his words from the Oval Office. This comes 1 week now after he posted an image depicting himself as Jesus Christ. What the fuck is wrong with us, America? Fuck Donald Trump. Take that pamper off that son of a bitch. Spin his pussy ass around. Put the handcuffs on his punk ass. Kick him in his ass. Spin his pussy ass back around again. Lock his motherfucking ass up. And every motherfucking body in the administration who added and abetting this crazy son of a bitch. He's in cognitive decline. You need to put the handcuffs on him and need to lock his motherfucker.
If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land. If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, Then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land.
Oh, look, America. Donald Trump just made a racist statement. He just said the only black woman on the Supreme Court justice is low IQ. No, your daddy low IQ. You low IQ. Your fucking children low IQ. Lock all.
I look at the Democrats, they're in total disarray. They have a new person named Crockett. I watched her speak the other day. She's definitely a low IQ person. And they said, she's the future of the party. I said, you have to be kidding.
The fact that you just got done engaging in a conversation where we have a president of the United States who has no idea about the oath that he just took on January 20th tells me everything that I need to know. He didn't even have good sense enough in that same interview to say something as simple as, yes, I will follow the Constitution. You know, the thing that actually derived from the oath that he was supposed to take. And he supposedly took an oath, which there's a lot of people that point out that he never put his hand on the Bible, even though he acts as if he could somehow be the Pope.
Oh, look, America. Donald Trump need to be at peace, kicked in his ass, or put the 25th Amendment or something on this son of a bitch. He done sold Bitcoin. He done sold shoes. He done sold socks. He done sold Bibles. He raping the motherfucking government out of billions of motherfucking dollars, him and his stupid ass motherfucking family. When are we gonna learn, America? Donald Trump is a crook. His whole fucking family is a crook. His daddy was a motherfucking crook. And everybody in his administration is a crook. America, please, let's vote to get this son of a bitch out of office, or just handcuff that son of a bitch and take his punk ass straight to jail. I'm telling y'all, I know what to do with him. You know it. Put the handcuffs on him. Spin his pussy ass around. Lock his motherfucking ass up. Him and his whole motherfucking administration and everybody in that son of a bitch that is embedding this son of a bitch.
The federal government is already among the largest holders of Bitcoin, as you know. Really one of the largest holders in the world, with as many as 200,000 Bitcoin obtained via civil law and various other forms of law, and including enforcement actions. These existing holdings will form the foundation of the new reserve. Unfortunately, in recent years, the U.S. government has foolishly sold tens of thousands of additional Bitcoin that were worth billions and billions of dollars had they not sold them, but they did sell them, mostly during the Biden administration. And not a good thing to have done. From this day on, America will follow the rule that every Bitcoin knows very well: never sell your Bitcoin. That's a little phrase that they have. I don't know if that's right or not. Who the hell knows, right?
Oh, look, America. Donald Trump got our country looking like some ducks. The Xi Jinping motherfucker from China just came out and said they don't want him over there in China because he don't got no credibility. Put the handcuffs up on that bitch. Lock his motherfucker.
If you look at the trade war last year and how China responded to the tariffs, they were the only country in the world that not only pushed back, but pushed back successfully against the U.S. I think when Trump comes to town, I think the problem is the tariff cudgel doesn't work anymore. It doesn't scare the Chinese. I think the Chinese are happy to have him come when he's distracted. If Iran is an utter quagmire by the time he arrives, I think they're going to feel pretty good. I don't know if the summit will happen if it's a quagmire, because the optics of that, both for Trump and for Xi, may not work. But presuming he does come, I think they're going to feel pretty good. What China is trying to project is they're trying to project this G2 idea. We are at parity with the U.S., but we're the ones to the rest of the world that you want to work with. We're not the ones who are going to be launching unilateral strikes on other countries. We're not the one who is going to be ratcheting tariffs up to 100% or beyond. We're a reliable country here. You may not like everything about us, but we're a reliable country, and you can work with us. You can do business with us. And I think by having Trump there in Beijing, I think that's precisely what Beijing will be able to project to the rest of the world. I think the other thing they want is, I think they do want to run out the clock on President Trump. We're now into his second year. He's term limited, and he's tangled up in all these other conflicts around the world. So keep him at bay, keep him happy, flatter him, make sure that he doesn't lash out at China, and let's see where things go. Ultimately, the big prize for them is Taiwan. If they can make a little bit of progress on Taiwan, if they can get Donald Trump to shift the official U.S. language on Taiwan towards opposing, let's say, independence for Taiwan, that will be something that they can pocket. And what does President Trump want? Well, I think that's a bit of a question for all of us. I think he is also looking for some stability. He does have a lot else going on. And I think with the only other country that can rival the U.S. economically, militarily, and otherwise, I think probably what he's looking for is some measure of stability. And I think he'll probably find it because I think their interests are aligned on that front. Both Xi and Trump want placid waters when it comes to the U.S.-China.
Breaking news, breaking motherfucking news. Okay, America, Robert Kennedy had confessed to cutting a raccoon's dick off and sleeping with it. The whole administration is sick. Lock his motherfucking ass.
Some would say it's the actions in this and several other fronts deeply unwell.
Well, I remember the time when we were all going out in the car to the orphanage and we saw this disturbance on the side of the road. We wondered what it was. Now we have our answer. It was Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
Wait,
let's remember.
Why did he do that to the raccoon?
Well, let me.
Why did he do that to the bear cub? Why?
So I was going to say, you thought that the dumping of the body of a bear in Central Park would be the most bizarre story linking Robert F. Kennedy Jr. And a dead mammal. Because let's also remember, of course, he has a worm in his brain. Let's call that 2. So there's 2. Here's number 3. I'll just read you the lead of the New York Post story, which we did just flash right there.
Okay.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr., an avid animal genitalia researcher in his spare time, once pulled the family sedan to the side of the road after spying a dead raccoon and swiftly cut off its sex organs so he could study them later. This account is in a new book that's coming out, RFK Jr., The Fall and Rise, by a New York Post journalist. In it, Kennedy discusses this moment with the raccoon. So, you know, this is a man of science.
How did he cut it off? Like with what?
How do you find it?
You know, this chyron is not sufficient. Sorry,
I mean,
just on the
this is a
screen.
good point.
Look, America, we have been duped. We have been lied to and let Donald Trump and his uneducated, unqualified ass cabinet to run the American system. We have failed. We should feel stupid. Everybody. I ain't stupid neither. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm stupid too. I thought the bitch was gonna come in and do something. But as well, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the Center of Disease Control over that, don't have no experience in diseases or caring. They even got a fucking college degree. This the same son of a bitch, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who was caught at a motherfucking party snorting dope off a motherfucking toilet, off the toilet seat. That's who we got in charge of that. Put the handcuffs on both of these son of a bitches. Spin they puss ass around. Lock his motherfucking ass up. Him and his whole motherfucking administration. Every motherfucking Biden's in the job.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not too keen to take medical advice from the guy who said this.
I'm not scared of a germ. You know, I used to snort cocaine off of toilet seats.
Oh, look, America. Beware of Donald Trump's minions. These motherfuckers is all over the place. These big networks like Fox and Friend News, like the sign you see behind me, Fox and Friend, but this my shit. Fuck Fox and Friend. These dead-faced motherfuckers is the same ones who's pushing these lies for Donald Trump. Laura Ingraham, Jesse Waters, the other motherfucker, Sean Hannity. Every last one of these son of bitches look like they just jumped out of fucking coffin. These dead-faced, Botox-faced motherfuckers. I know what you can do with all 3 of them son of bitches. The whole fucking Fox News and Richard Murdoch, who own that bitch with his old pamper-wearing ass. Fuck him too. Put the handcuffs on him. Spin they puss ass around. Spin him again. Lock all they motherfucking ass up. And everybody on Fox and Friend News. Fuck Fox and Friends. Fuck the government. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck all you motherfuckers. Lock all you bastards.
Regina Foley messaged me, and she says she is a registered Republican all her life. She voted for you 3 different times. She said this, quote, I want the Republicans to keep control of Congress in 2026, but something has to be done fast. I don't see the best economy right now. Wall Street numbers do not reflect my Main Street money. Please do something, President Trump. So I guess what do you say to Regina and people like her?
Well, I do say this. Beef we have to get down. I think of groceries. You know, it's an old-fashioned word, but it's a beautiful word. Beef we have to get down, but we've got prices way down.
You think prices are coming down from this?
I believe that. Yeah, I think they're coming down, but I think they're down already.
This as a new poll finds about 70% of Americans say groceries are more expensive now than they were a year ago. And about 60% of them are blaming President Trump.
Oh, look, America, beware of the demon in disguise. Caroline Leavitt, the press secretary, is a crook. She's 28 years old, probably 29 by now. She's pregnant for a 64-year-old billionaire. She's been going up there on TV, national motherfucking TV, in line for Donald Trump too. We should have been put the handcuffs up on this bitch. We should have been spit her fuck ass around. We should have been got her unprofessional ass from up there. This bitch need to be in jail. Spin her ass around. Put the handcuffs on her. Spin her ass again. Lock her motherfucking ass up and put her in jail. She been fucking over the elderly. She's taking advantage of the motherfucking elderly. That man 64 years old. Bitch, you know what you been doing. You're taking advantage of the elderly. Lock her motherfucking ass up. That's a felony.
And White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt has something to look forward to in 2026, a new baby. In a social media post, Leavitt announced she is pregnant with a baby girl. She is due in May. Leavitt also expressed gratitude to President Trump and White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles for their support. Leavitt and her husband welcomed their first child in 2024.
Oh, look, America. We had a bad killing in my state in Shreveport, Louisiana, so I'd like to say I'm sorry and rest in peace to the kids that got shot by their father in Shreveport, Louisiana. I know some of y'all have seen it already. But this time right here in Louisiana, America, we got to bring the electric chair back for this summer, bitch here. This nigga here don't need to be nowhere but in the electric chair. How the fuck this nigga ain't got no motherfucking heart at all? This the time we bring back the electric chair, sit his punk ass in that bitch, and let his pussy ass cook for about 30 minutes so the whole motherfucking world can see that. From shooting them goddamn kids, you dirty son of a bitch. They need to go ahead and flip the motherfucking light on you right then and there. You dirty son of a bitch. Lock his ass up and really, really lock his ass up. Bitch.
A father shot and killed his 7 young children and a cousin and critically wounded his wife and another woman in Louisiana yesterday.
This is now the deadliest mass shooting in the U.S. in the last 2 years. Lee Waldman shares how the community is grappling with this tragedy.
The community of Shreveport, Louisiana is struggling to comprehend the violence that unfolded Sunday morning.
It's just heartbreaking. It really is.
Police say 31-year-old Shamar Elkins shot his wife at a home in the Cedar Grove community before going to another home where he shot his 7 young children, a cousin, and a second woman. Family of the victim say Elkins and his wife were separating.
Probably about a month ago, I seen her, and she told me she was filing for a divorce.
The Caddo Parish Coroner's Office says the victims killed range in age from 3 to 11. Law enforcement is describing the mass shooting as domestic in nature. It comes on the heels of unveiling the Caddo Sheriff's Office Domestic Violence Unit.
I don't believe any of us could have imagined that only days later, our community would be shaken by the most heartbreaking tragedies that we have ever witnessed.
Some of the children tried to escape the home. A 13-year-old boy broke bones jumping from the roof and is expected to recover, according to police.
I am asking all of you to keep them lifted, and pray for them like you've never prayed before. This is what I'm asking of you from them.
After the shooting, police say Elkins carjacked a vehicle and led police on a chase before he was ultimately killed by officers. I'm Lee Waldman reporting.
Oh, look, America, I see that the man who killed them kids is dead too. They need to wake his ass up out the motherfucking grave, put his ass in the electric chair right then and there, kick him in his ass, and lock.
Tonight, authorities in Louisiana are trying to figure out what led up to a mass shooting over the weekend that left 8 children dead.
The victims, including 3 boys and 5 girls ranging from 3 to 11 years old. Jason Allen reports from Shreveport.
Police say Shamar Elkins killed 8 children, including 7 of his own, in an execution-style shooting in Shreveport, Louisiana, early Sunday morning.
When he returned here, he began to execute children.
The incident started as a domestic dispute around 5 in the morning. According to police, Elkins shot a woman in the face at one house, then went to the house where his children were and shot another woman. Police say he pursued the children, even as some of them tried to escape.
Were they crawling out of windows to get onto a roof?
Yes, so actually this house right here that you see behind us, there's a window right above the garage. They actually climbed out of that window, we believe, and unfortunately one of the children was actually located deceased on the roof. So we are working to determine, we do believe that he shot the child while the child was on the roof trying to get away.
Yeah, Baghdad Barbie back at the podium again. Smiling pretty while she covers for the pedal king. What? Caroline lies, Caroline lies. Youngest press secretary, biggest liar alive. Spinning for Trump while the empire dies. Baghdad Barbie, go run and hide. Caroline lies, Caroline lies. Trump did nothing wrong, that's your favorite line. Defending Epstein files with that plastic smile. You the pretty face for the whole pedo pipe.
Lock her ass up.
Old already, the queen has been standing there lying with the Barbie grin. Straight as open, now we're still on the gate. Uranium handover, keep dreaming that's fake. You seize the toaster, called your victory on TV. Then cry when IRGC make your Navy flee. Every briefing, another fairy tale you sell while the whole world laughs at your lies as well. Caroline lies, Caroline lies. Youngest press secretary, biggest liar alive. Spinning for Trump while the empire dies. Yeah. Baghdad Barbie back at the podium again. Smiling pretty while she covers for the pedal king. What? Caroline lies, Caroline lies. Youngest press secretary, biggest liar alive. Spinning for Trump while the empire dies. Baghdad Barbie, go run and hide. Caroline lies, Caroline lies. Trump did nothing wrong, that's your favorite line. Defending Epstein files with that plastic smile. You the pretty face for the whole pedo pipeline. 27 years old already, the queen of spin. Standing there lying with the Barbie grin. Straight as open, now we're still on the gate. Uranium handover, keep dreaming that's fake. You seize the toaster, called it victory on TV. Then cry when IRGC made your Navy flee. Every briefing, another fairy tale you sell while the whole world laughs at your lies as well. Caroline lies, Caroline lies. Youngest press secretary, biggest liar alive. Spinning for Trump while the empire dies. Baghdad Barbie, go run and hide. Now you out here defending Epstein files on live TV. Trump did nothing wrong, that's the lie you repeat. Emails drop, island flights, the whole creepy crew. You smile for the cameras like it's nothing new. Baghdad Barbie spinning for the pedo king's crew. Covering up the island while you talk that freedom talk too. Young girl in heels playing defense for the elite, while real victims still screaming in the street. You gaslight the nation, gaslight the world. Pretty little liar with your hair all curled. Defend every crime, defend every creed. But we see the strings and we see the sheep. Caroline lies, Caroline lies. Baghdad Barbie caught in her own web of lies. You can spin it pretty but the truth don't die. Iran still standing, watch your empire cry. Caroline lies, Caroline lies. Defending Epstein while the whole world watches you fry. Sacred defense, we see the lies, we don't forget. What? Yo, look at the wreckage we made. The second term of chaos and the world in flames.
Lock his ass up.
The numbers are out. The truth is cold. Listen! Approval ratings bleeding down to 35, and your great America who's actually alive. Didn't see turning away, 76%. No, you lost the rhythm, man, you lost the flow. Erratic in the White House, talking to the ghost, while the shadow of age burns the West Coast to the East Coast, impulsive on the trigger. Erratic in the mind, leaving the soul of the nation behind. Make America great, he just made us poor. Dragging our brothers through a desert war. From the UA coins to the Iranian sand, you're building the Kingdom on a shifting strand, yeah, kingdom of lies. Kingdom of lies. 2 billion in crypto, world liberty, greed, selling up the chips that the tyrants need. A modern teapot, dome, UAE in the pocket while the gas price shoots like a Persian rocket. No tax on tips, a lie inflating the truth. You're burning the pockets of the American youth, renovating ballrooms for a gold-plated eagle while the world watches the republic soul go. Arm 'em to the stone age, sounds like a crime, destroying the civilization one bridge at a time. Homeless is a graveyard, the allies are gone. Even the Pope knows you're leading us on. Hiding in the riot is a January crew. The only thing first is what's profitable for you.
Lock his ass up.
Catch your citizens by mistake. Terrorizing streets for a headline sake. Project 2025, tearing schools to the ground. Where is the freedom that we thought we found? Enemy of the people, look at the screen. The most repressive leader that we ever seen. Epstein files, hidden secrets in the dark. The predator of justice, leaving a scar. 61% say you're losing your mind. The forever war is the only thing you find. Negative 20. The facts don't lie. Game over.
And then Iran's Lego makers, whoever's doing these things, they made a video that they call United States of Israel. And again, they just keep on making video after video. Here, play this clip.
Lock his ass up.
States of Israel. That's your resume. Yo, look at the record you made. A second term of chaos and a world in flames. The numbers are out. The truth is cold. Listen! Oh. Hey! Woo. Approval ratings bleeding down to 35. And your great America who's actually alive. Gen Z turning away 76%. No! You lost the rhythm, man, you lost the flow. Erratic in the White House, talking to the ghost, while the shadow of age burns the West Coast to the East Coast. Impulsive on the trigger, erratic in the mind, leaving the soul of the nation behind. Make America great, you just made us poor, dragging our brothers through a desert war. From the UA coins to the Iranian sand, you're building the kingdom on a shifting strand. Yeah, a kingdom of lies. Kingdom of lies, 2 billion in crypto, world liberty, greed, selling out the chips that the tyrants need. A modern teapot, dome, UAE in the pocket while the gas price shoots like a Persian rocket. No tax on tips, a lie inflation the truth. You're burning the pockets of the American youth, renovating ballrooms for a gold-plated eagle while the world watches the republic soul go. Arm 'em to the stone age, sounds like a crime, destroying the civilization one bridge at a time. Homeless is a graveyard, the allies are gone. Even the Pope knows you're leading us on. Hiding in the riot is a January crew. The only thing first is what's profitable for you. Ice at the door, catch your citizens by mistake. Terrorizing streets for a headline sake. Project 2025, tearing schools to the ground. Where is the freedom that we thought we found? Enemy of the people, look at the screen. The most repressive leader that we ever seen. Epstein files, hidden secrets in the dark. A predator of justice, leaving a scar. 61% say you're losing your mind. The forever war is the only thing you find. Negative 20. The facts don't lie. Game over. United States of Israel. That's your resume. Killing children every day. While you look away, United States of Israel. Netanyahu's pet, Trump is a pedophile. Don't you forget. 4 years of tweets at 3 a.m. unhinged and unwell. Bro, go to sleep. The Oval Office turned into a circus tent from hell. Your reliability wrapped in a spray tan and a tie. The title taped in the back. Even your suit is a lie. You said I alone can fix it. Fixed what? The grift. Sir, this is a Wendy's. Gave your whole family government jobs as a gift. Mar-a-Lago mansion, classified docs on the floor. What was that? Box of secrets by the bathroom door. I'm really rich, said the man who begs for donations. LMAO, selling Bibles and sneakers to a broke nation. Gold-plated toilet, can't flush the truth. It's giving con man, every indictment just more proof. You don't run a country, you run a brand. A broke one. 6 bankruptcy built on stolen land. The people who voted for you still can't afford their rent. Mega magic, baby, that's where all your promises went. United States of Israel. That's your resume. Killing children every day. Why you look away? United States of Israel. Netanyahu's dead. Trump is a pedophile. Don't you forget. You marketed fear and sold it to the working class. Facts. Promised them the world, gave them nothing but gas. Your voters lost their jobs, their health, their home. It's the stock market though. Yeah, for people with portfolios and second homes and loans. BB pulls the strings and you perform the dance. Good boy. Guys are burning while you clap and chant. You call it peace deals. We call it what it is. Genocide shit. Blood on the hands of your whole administration's beers. From Iran, we're watching every move you make. See you. Every child killed is a lie. You'll never shake. You threaten us on Twitter like we tremble and fold. Nah, son, Iran don't get threatened. Iran just gets cold. United States of Israel. Netanyahu's dead. Trump